we're going to do today is we're going to install foundation into a frame. Before I install this foundation, I'd like you to see. This is small cell foundation, 4.9. This is standard. And you can see the comparison to it. It's a lot smaller. This is what I make myself. This is commercially bought. This is Duragilt, which is a standard size, and this has a purpose for if you want to scrape honey off in your hive and you don't want to buy an extractor. But mainly what we're going to do is we're going to install this. I'm going to show you how to wire it. And what you do, this is a deep frame, deep foundation, and what we're going to do is set it right here. Try to center it in your frame. Before we do that, best thing to do is don't assume that that frame is square. I use my table saw for sawing parts and also squaring things. I'm using the lance. This one seems to be good, so we go with it. First, center it. Get it to where it's centered. Don't worry about the top. Just get it as centered as you can. Lay it down flat. Take your cleat bar and use your thumbs. Put this in right along here. Now what you want to do is close the gap and push down. Alright, I use three brads. The reason for brads is that don't tear your cleat bar up. If you use a staple, it's impossible to get it out because you're going to want to redo it. Now what we got is the foundation in there. Just take our fingers, put it in. Now this is 4.9 foundation, other words known as small cell. Alright, now we're going to do a wiring trick here with fishing line. Get you a hammer, watch the fingers. Set your nail about a 1/16 from the bottom being set. Now I'm setting about 1 inch above the eyelet hole. I'm going to start on the left side, blower hole. Going to push through here, catch my fishing line. Going to come to the top hole here. If you got good eyesight, steady hands, goes a lot faster. Take this part here and you come up, you're forming a X. This is to replace using wire. Okay, go around about a half a dozen times, hold your finger down on it, seat the nail. Take on this side here, reach across, go across your finger, lock it in, give it a tug. Push down on your fishing line. Make a half a dozen revolutions. That's to secure it. Hold down. Put your nail in set. Take your side cutters. Trim off the excess. There we have one side. And you can see there's an X. You hear that tune? You want to get it good and strong, tight. Because this nylon monofilament line is going to, from the heat, it's going to shrink, it's going to get tighter. But if you have that, you're in good shape. Now we're going to do the reverse side. Putting a nail 1 inch above your eyelet hole. Get it started in there if you can. Helps you if you have thin fingers too. FatBeeMan, he's got fat fingers. We'll figure on that. Okay, we got 2 nails here. I should have used my smaller hammer. I like a big hammer, get the job done quicker. That way if you smash your thumb, you got your thumb good. No ifs, ands, or buts. What you're doing now is you're going to make an X. Bottom hole, left side, top, right hole. Take the end of your monofilament, all the way down to the bottom hole. Just go right through your eyelet hole. I haven't found any need to buy eyelets. The supply company probably won't want to hear that because they don't make any money on me. I'm cheap. In other words, I'm economical. Okay, I've got the tail end here. Bring it up. Go around a half a dozen times. Hold the tail out over here. Take your hammer. Set it. Just like that. If you don't think it's set, give it a little bit. That might be. Reach your hand down. Go across. Give it a tug. Push down on your monofilament line. Make you a half a dozen revolutions around there. Hold the line taut. Set that nail. Take your end cutters or a razor knife. Make it nice and neat. Now you have an X on both sides. Now, can you listen to that? You're not going to shake that out of there. For added strength, what we're going to do is grab some nice bobby pins. And if you're married, your wife better watch out. Now take this in the second hole, right down through there. Now take your fishing line and move it out of the way. Just seat that bobby pin to where it's flush. That way, if you're going into the hive, it doesn't catch. Take the other side. Line it up on your foundation. Tap it in. Try to get them flush. Now you've got a frame that you can't shake it apart. Once the bees build on that, it's indestructible. And there you have a frame that's wired with fishing line.